vital that none of this lot let him get away.
Yeah, things are really tight at the top of the championship, and Mike Brown needs to keep pushing on to win this race. We've got this race and the final two, which are at Pontrailis and Hereford next month, so things tight at the front of this championship.
That's a track you should know quite well.
Yeah, pretty close to home for me, so I'm sure that'll make a fitting venue for what will be a great finale to some fantastic racing this year.
Well, Tommy Searle knows that he's got to get past Mike Brown. Third is no good for this young man. We saw how close he came to taking the #1 plate, which incidentally is in the possession of the man in second place in this race, Carl Nunn. And how delighted Carl Nunn was to win the championship again last year. But Tommy Searle coming up to go second as he goes past Carl Nunn. He needs second more than Carl Nunn does. As Mike Brown goes through, Tommy Searle in second place, Carl Nunn is third, Dugan is fourth, Swanepoel is fifth, Sean Simpson in sixth. Tommy Searle has got to get close to this man. He cannot. Coming second again was not an option for Tommy Searle. So he really has to get a charge on. His year started so well, and it's just not been so good of late. But he's behind Mike Brown, and Mike Brown really has shown that consistency has been the key. Before this weekend, Mike Brown had won only one race. Tommy Searle, 3 wins. Gareth Swanepoel's got 4. But Mike Brown was just the one shown. He's just been there, chipped away, point to point to points.
Definitely, Dave. I mean, the level of the riders in this championship, the British Championship this year in the MX2 class, means that you've got to show some consistency. You just mentioned the quality of guys that are racing here week in, week out. I mean, looking at Tommy Searle, won a moto at the Swedish GP last week, so definitely got the pace. But you know, a mistake in race 1, okay, not his fault, first turn incident, but leaves you with an awful lot of work to do when you've got someone like Mike Brown putting the results in.
Well, Tommy Searle, certainly this is more like the Tommy Searle we've come to expect. But Mike Brown really, he seems to have got his eye in now, hasn't he? He's all year, as I say, he just chipped away. He just wasn't really, we didn't really see him at the very front, but he scored good points consistently. Got a race win, won in the first race here today. He's got 2 wins now under his belt, and has really kind of made a charge up the outside of the rails. Well, that's Ray Rowson on bike 111. And also, I think, was that number 36, Alex Butler, that we saw going so well in race 1. All things not going well for Ricky Mayer. Now trying to get it back into gear, is he? Well, it's a very, very hot machine, as we can see, and he's going to have some trouble getting that going again. Mike Brown and Tommy Searle. Tommy Searle at the inside of Mike Brown. Oh, a little bit of fisticuffs there, possibly, and Mike Brown doesn't like it either. So Tommy Searle goes up into first place. Mike Brown second, but he wasn't happy, was he, Jason?
No, aggressive move from Tommy, and I see Mike Brown, I think, bashing back at his clutch lever there to get it back in place. It'll be interesting to see if there's any payback for this one.
Oh, here we go again, Jason.
Yeah, Tommy Searle comes down the inside, just grabs the rut on the inside of Mike Brown and uses Mike to help him turn the bike a little bit there, but Mike manages to foot his way back out of the outside berm, and let's just say a friendly little wave from Mike to Tommy.
Bike number 1, Carl Nunn, of course, being hounded by number 46, Jason Dugan. Here is the man who's leading this race. Some might say quite controversially. Mike 101, Tommy Searle, but he needs to... Oh dear, he's gone down. Tommy Searle has gone down. And Mike Brown, well, I'm sure he's got a little chuckle as he goes past there in first place, but Tommy Searle was leading, and he just seemed to bury the front end, and now can he get it going? Disaster for Tommy Searle. Mike Brown is back in the front of this race, and maybe some sort of justice there. Well, certainly that's what Mike Brown will be thinking. Yeah, I'm sure Mike thinks that Tommy's got his comeuppance there, but very heavily rutted jump that caused Tommy the problem, and Mike Brown clear road in front of him. Here we go again, Jason. Yeah, Tommy gets out of the turn okay, and as we can see, the face of the jump is really cut up, pretty heavy indeed, and just kind of bobbles through and gets the front wheel crossed on landing, and that was it. But this is the man who's going to take his first double win in the Maxxis British Motocross Championship, Mike Brown, on the CAS Honda. Looks around to see that there's no one behind him. It's going to be a very valuable haul of points. And if Tommy Searle does indeed finish second, then I think, just quickly doing it, Mike Brown is going to lead by 12 points as they go into the final round of the year. So this is how race 2 finished then. Jason Dugan in 5th place, Gareth Swanepoel 4th, Carl Nunn 3rd, Tommy Searle 2nd, but Mike Brown, yet again, the winner.
A little bit of points lead, but you never can count nobody out, you know. You can lose them as fast as you can get them, and if I can just go and be consistent like I was here, I don't have to win, and that makes it good when you don't have to go and put the pressure on to win, and if I can just finish with the guys, it'll be good.
Race 1 winner, can he make it a double? Down goes the gate. Mackenzie had such a terrible start last time around, not such a good one again, but better this time. But what about the man who leads, Ken Dyker, away like a rocket?
Yeah, fantastic start by Dyker once again, and
oh, bike goes down.
I think Jordan Rose is one of the guys here. Jordan's still on the bike, but James Noble, yeah, it's the Multitech Honda James Noble down in 2 and 1. It's a disaster for James Noble.
Yes, but not such a disaster for Ken Dyker, as we were saying, Jason. Never the greatest of starts, but or starters, I should say, but this time around he's really on the money.
Yeah, definitely. He's made it twice now in one day, and look at the gap already.
And he needs to win, of course. And there's the man in 4th place. There's the man who leads the championship. 12 points the difference between Mackenzie and Dyker. As we look back there at bike number 3, that was Mark Pucklebridge on the Kawasaki. Everybody's still sorting themselves out. But Ken Dyker, well, he is in a different class today. And this is what we can see with Dyker sometimes. Sometimes he looks superhuman. And that's certainly the kind of display that he's putting on today, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. When this man is on form, can't do any wrong, really. And CAS Honda will certainly be pleased with the start he's made in this race.
Well, it has been an absolutely wonderful start. But, of course, the championship isn't in his hands. It's in the hands of the man there in 3rd place, Billy Mackenzie. Mackenzie knows that if he finishes second in the remaining 3 races, then the championship will be his. It doesn't matter what Dyker does. But at the moment he's not in second, he's in 3rd.
Yeah, Billy just concentrating on trying to get past Wayne Smith on the PAR Honda, I think, as early as possible, and at least keep pace with Ken Dyker. But great start for Wayne. It's a local track for Wayne, and I'm sure he's looking for a result. But here comes Billy down the inside, took the tight line, clean move, straight through.
So now Mackenzie knows that well, it'll be interesting, really. They always say they're going out to win, but you just wonder whether he has been doing the maths, and he does know. I'm sure he's aware of what he needs to achieve in this race. And if he needs to let Dyker go, then let him go, I suppose, is the best plan.
Yeah, I think Billy Dealey wants to take this MX1 British Championship this year. Actually, Kawasaki's working well for him, and it's all about really